The podcast host, Joe Rogan, is now facing criticism after he pushed the anti-Semitic trope that...
Wait, what the Joe Rogan accused of anti-Semitism while defending Omar? Okay, I didn't even know this was in the lineup. Hold up now. Wait a minute. What the This is there a rebuilding of a bridge here? Is there a recovery effort happening right now? Hold on. This is a surprise attack, bro. Straight up. Wait, it was actually pretty bad of him? Wait, what did he say?
That Jewish people are, quote, into money. Here's what he said.
Ilhan Omar, where she's apologizing for talking about it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
Which is just about money. She's talking about money.
She shouldn't have apologized.
I'll go ahead and
say
not an
it.
anti-Semitic statement. I don't think that is. It's about Benjamins or money. You know, the idea that Jewish...
Okay, up to this point, hold on. Everything he said up to this point is like, yeah, it is about money. Okay, let him
The
cook.
idea that Jewish people are not into money is ridiculous.
Listen.
That's like saying Italians aren't into pizza. It's
What?
stupid.
What? Okay, no! Joe! Step away from the microphone! What did you do? He said Jewish people are into money like Italian people are into pizza. Oh, God. He was like, no, it's not an anti-Semitic trope. Because, like, Jews do love money. What the fuck? Bro! Why did you do that? Oh, no. No, listen, everybody loves money. The trope is that, like, Jews love money is a little bit different, okay? That's number one. And number two is the reason why Ilhan Omar's sentiment about it's all about the Benjamins is not anti-Semitic is not because Jews do love money, duh. It's because AIPAC is the lobbying arm of the Israeli government, and they have an outsized level of influence over Congress. That's the correct take. The correct take is that it's a lobbying firm that is very successful in lobbying the United States legislators. What the That's the reason why it's not That's the reason why it's not anti-Semitic. What's wrong with this man? Twitter has been informed by the Turkish government that access will be re-enabled shortly. Wait, I don't get it. Why did they disable it? I'm telling you, Hasan is even dumber than you think. Joe thought all about the Benjamins was anti-Semitic because Benjamin is a Jewish name. What? Wait, what? Dude, this man, I love this man. I take back everything I said about ridiculous that he is ridiculous that this is the most successful podcaster. He represents the average intellect. Okay? He does. Did the guest tell him it was about AIPAC? We need the full clip. I'm sure they did.
CNN media analyst and Axios media reporter Sarah Fisher is joining us now. Sarah, I mean, what are people saying about that moment?
People are outraged, but at this point, people are kind of getting used to this being a pattern with Joe Rogan. This isn't...
Okay. Dude, wait, stop. I need the OG. I need the OG clip. Oh. Holy shit. That was quick. Why is no one bringing up his Italiophobia? It's because Joe's Italian, or at least half Italian, I think. A thread of clips. Let's see.
Sitting next to Ilhan Omar, where she's apologizing.
My man said Ilhan Omar, by the way, which is like he added extra letters into that name to make it like Ilhan, bro. Ilhan. What the is Ilhan?
Apologizing for talking about it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
Which is just about money. She's talking about money.
She shouldn't have apologized.
I'll go ahead and
that's
say not an
it.
anti-Semitic statement. I don't think that is. It's about Benjamins or money. You know, the idea that Jewish people are not into money is ridiculous.
Listen.
That's like saying Italians aren't into pizza. It's fucking stupid.
Listen.
It's fucking stupid.
I understand that the way she phrased it, like she could have phrased it a different way so that people...
Not even. She it's fine. Like, it's okay to say that there is an effort, okay, by AIPAC to control legislation. And AIPAC is, just like any other special interest group, doing this through money. That's how it works. There is no... I just... This is insane, okay? It's totally silly. I don't think even optically that's bad. The hypnotized one is okay. I'll chalk it up to ESL. The hypnotized one, optically bad, optically not good. The Benjamin's thing, totally unacceptable.
People would have less of a freak out, but can you not talk about the influence of money in DC?
Of course.
Yeah, okay, she did great. She followed it up, literally talking about that. Okay, thank God. Holy I was going to say, come on, Crystal. Jesus Christ. Like, money has a profound influence on Congress. It's at the heart of special interest groups, at the heart of the top of the hour ad break, okay, which is propped up by the pro ad break lobby, because at the top of the hour is a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get 1 free Prime subscription a month, or you can get gifted a sub too. That's another way to avoid the top of the hour ad break. You know, this is the only way to combat it, okay? So here's the 3-minute ad break now. Right on time. That was such a good segue. Suck me, you know?
I mean, this is very obvious. There's a very obvious reason why for my entire life there's been a uniparty consensus
Finexa Games, thank you for the 5, get the subs. Bamboy X9, thank you for the 5, get the
around
subs.
our policy vis-a-vis the Israeli government and a total inability or unwillingness to criticize the Israeli government. It has everything to do with organization and, yes, money, just like every other interest in D.C. And so, yeah, the fact that she said that and she got kicked off the Foreign Affairs Committee, look, I have issues.
Absolute bananas, dude. Absolutely insane that happened. But of course it happened, because ironic, because like that kind of moneyed influence is very powerful. Also, simultaneously, she is a black Muslim woman who wears the hijab and is an avid defender of Palestinian lives and other victims of American imperialism. So she's got no allies, you know? She's got no allies. She's got very few allies. She doesn't even have allies in the goddamn Democratic Party.
She's in disagreements with Ilhan Omar, but she actually is one of the more courageous voices on foreign policy, who's willing to call out some of the hypocrisy and bullshit in U.S. foreign policy. Extremely rare in terms of United States congressmen. So it's actually kind of a real loss that she got kicked off that committee.
Yeah.
It's true. Wait, why do people get mad at this? This is like perfectly fine.
To Ilhan Omar, where she's apologizing for talking.
Then, this is the crucial point. The conversation immediately pivots to Israel policy and Crystal Ball's grinning defense of Ilhan Omar. First of all, this guy's a columnist for the D.C. Examiner.
Sitting next to Ilhan Omar.
He's a columnist for the D.C. Examiner. He's a speaker at the Young America Foundation and Turning Point USA. And he's a British Jewish guy in Nashville, okay? If you're a British guy living in America, I don't care about your opinion. Go back to your country, okay? Especially if you're a conservative. Especially if you're a conservative. Shut the up. Know your goddamn place. Go back to your Tory government that's been underfunding the NHS, okay? Why the did you come here? I don't care. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to ever hear from you. Never bring up a position in my vicinity ever again. Be gone, foul demon. Same goes for the Canadians too, okay? If you're part of the Commonwealth, dude, and you're conservative and you come into my country, okay, and you try to like bring conservative policy conversations to the table, get the out of here. Off. Nope. Get back to your own goddamn country. Angloids. How dare you? Okay, no shot. The British are not sending their best. The Canadians are not sending their best. They're either sending their best or sending their worst. Oh my God. Straight up. Anyway. Stop saying John Oliver. Stop saying Louis Theroux. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about Tories. I'm talking about conservatives. Yeah, I thought we fought a war to keep them goddamn British out, brother. Exactly, dude. Stay in your own lane. Keep playing before you say anything that might defend the heinous that comes later. No. I don't give a how heinous either of these people are potentially going to be. I don't think that they'll be that heinous, but who knows? This is a totally separate subject matter. This is something I will say with my goddamn chest, okay? This is unrelated to what we're watching. Do you feel me? Take Piers Morgan back? No. No shot, dude. Nope. Anyway.
Talking about do you see him sitting next to Ilhan Omar, where she's apologizing for talking about it's all about the Benjamins?
Yeah,
which is just about money. She's talking about money.
She shouldn't have apologized.
That's not an
anti-Semitic
statement. I don't think that is. It's about Benjamins or money. You know, the idea that Jewish people are not into money is ridiculous.
Listen,
that's like saying Italians aren't into pizza. It's stupid.
Listen,
it's stupid.
I understand that the way she phrased it, like she could have phrased it a different way so that people would have less of a freak out. But can you not talk about the influence of money in D.C.?
Of course.
This is very obvious. There's a very obvious reason why for my entire life there's been a uniparty consensus around our policy vis-a-vis the Israeli government and a total inability or unwillingness to criticize the Israeli government. It has everything to do with organization and, yes, money, just like every other fucking interest in D.C. And so, yeah, the fact that she said that and she got kicked off the Foreign Affairs Committee, look, I have issues and disagreements with Ilhan Omar, but she actually is one of the more courageous voices on foreign policy who's willing to call out some of the hypocrisy and bullshit in U.S. foreign policy. Extremely rare in terms of United States congressmen. So it's actually kind of a real loss that she got kicked off that committee.
If Ilhan Omar was talking about the financial influence of Israel policy, note, she doesn't care about the billions of dollars embezzled by Palestinian leadership. Wait, what? Then why did Rogan need to talk about Jews? Okay, first of all, Joe Rogan literally just said money to Jews is like pizza to Italians. Why the would you try to like reverse engineer this conversation to hit Ilhan Omar when the guy that you're criticizing is a f***ing ape? Okay? Like, very clearly, he's in a league of his own. Okay? The person across from him, Crystal, is actually describing the situation adequately. He's not even saying anything about Crystal Ball, by the way, which is surprising. He's just like trying to literally do reverse association back to Ilhan Omar. He's like, well, Joe Rogan doesn't get the point. So like, what's up? Ilhan Omar, you know what you were doing. It's like, that's so dumb. He said Palestinian leadership embezzling billions of dollars. Yeah, dude, they're so caked up. The Palestinian leadership is just like, they're boss mode, dude. They're flex mode. You know what I mean? They are the ones who are really dressing down with the Gucci flip-flops.
Not even me. Sitting next to Ilhan Omar, where she's apologizing for talking about it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah,
which is just about money. She's talking about money.
She shouldn't have apologized.
Conservatives and left-wing anti-Zionists absolutely and only overlap on the topic of Israel policies of the U.S., and I love that. But that's not even the case. Oftentimes, that's not true. It depends on what kind of conservative you're talking about. Like, that's literally not even true. If anything, conservatives and liberals overlap oftentimes on this, okay? Oh, is this the same clip? Oh,
that's not an anti-Semitic statement. I don't think that is. It's about Benjamins or money.
Oh, he went back to the same clip. He had no takes, so he went back to the same clip. Okay, that's so fucking dumb. Everybody with 3.5 brain cells knows exactly what the Ilhan Omar meant. They're gigantic pieces of shit who are, they are gigantic pieces of garbage that deliberately still weaponize this sentiment and not what she meant at all by stretching. They just stretch super far. But it doesn't matter. When you're a black woman wearing a hijab, okay? When you're a black woman wearing a hijab who is regularly calling out the military-industrial complex from your own position of power within Congress, you have no allies. No one will be on your side. Everyone will drop you like a bad habit. They'll turn around and they'll say the most shit about you, okay? That's it. That's straight up what happened there. They don't care. They don't need to care. They don't have to care. They can just carelessly do character assassination on a person who gets like literal assassination threats on a regular basis.
The first time that he's defended people who've made anti-Semitic remarks. Obviously, he's now coming out and making them. And I think people are frustrated that Spotify hasn't said anything yet, but historically they take their...
It's so funny if this is what takes down Joe Rogan, which I don't think it will be. But it would be very funny to me if like Joe Rogan's like really stupid. It's like it's such a silly take. Okay, it's such a silly take. Is it a trope? Absolutely. Okay, is it a trope? Certainly. I don't even think Joe Rogan meant it as a trope. In his mind, he was saying like, "Who doesn't like pizza?" You know what I mean? Like he's like, "Who doesn't? Everybody likes pizza. Everybody likes money." Like I think that's probably in the most charitable way. That's probably what he meant. But even then, it doesn't matter. Also, that's not even what Ilhan Omar meant. And he was still trying to defend Ilhan Omar in the dumbest way possible. That would be so fucking hilarious if this is what took him down. Obviously, it's not. But like, it would be laughable.
time to respond to these things.
But you talked to Daniel Ek, who's the CEO of Spotify, about this. What did he say?
Not about this specifically, but about
issue.
these bigger issues. Sure, this is something that Spotify's been talking about for a long time. How do they...
Damn, Donna's dripping, dude. What the That's wazoo drip.
For a long time, how do they think about content moderation? Because they're not the same as Google and Facebook. They're a different kind of platform. Ultimately, obviously, they'll say that they care a lot about safety. But remember, they're a Swedish company. So they think about these things and how they play out.
Uh-oh. Bald white guy. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. No, I'm just
the U.S. a little bit differently. The one thing that distinguishes Spotify and Daniel from other tech CEOs is they take their time. You're not going to see some sort of rushed policy implemented today. They'll probably come out and condemn these remarks. Maybe they'll throw a misinformation label. And then presumably everything will just move on. I'm not saying that that's what it should be, but that's what's happened in the past with Joe Rogan.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit just quickly about that, because you said they'll just throw up a label on it. That's what happens, like these streaming sites now, where you have to pay for the site. They're sort of the wild, wild west, where you can say what you want. There are no standards and practices, and really, you don't have to answer to anyone. So basically, this probably will not hurt Joe Rogan, and everyone will just sort of move on from this.
It's definitely not going to hurt Joe Rogan. It's not going to hurt Spotify. They do.
This is pretty funny. Like, this, nobody cares about this. No one.
As though.
You know what everyone cares about, though? The GOAT.